Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the third episode of the 8-Bit Boys podcast. I am your host, Gareth, and today joining me is...
Hairless Brett.
And...
Harry Billy.
And on today's episode, we're going to talk through various topics, because we've missed last week due to Billy not being able to make it to the last
and
recording.
Having a car.
No. Okay, and we're going to talk about things such as the PT game that got pulled from the PlayStation Store, which also leads into Silent Hills
There's
being
no comforting there.
Silent Hills being cancelled. Batman trailer with new fight mechanics. I'm going to discuss a little bit about Final Fantasy 15, the Death Note US remake, Batman versus Superman images, stuff like that. Suicide Squad images. Plans for the Pennywise the Clown It remake, Human Centipede 3 trailer, and Ghostbusters all-female movie. Now, no new news has come out of that the past week or so, but I just wanted to quickly discuss that anyways. Once we get around to it, just touch on it. So first thing we're going to talk about is the PT demo that get pulled from the PlayStation Store. So what's your guys' experiences with this demo, at least?
I have it on my PS4, played it, still have it on there, so I could actually auction it on eBay for $3,000 billion, because people
seems to be a thing.
It seems to be the thing, yeah.
So you can still hold it.
Yeah, as long as it's on your console. You can't download it now at all, and you can't download it from like your history either.
Okay. How would you give it to someone else?
You can't.
You'd have to sell the actual console to somebody.
Yeah, it's nuts. They've actually eBay have started pulling them down, like those auctions, because it's just because you're not allowed to like sell like digital type of things. Something like that it has to be like physical. I'm not exactly sure of what the official details.
Well, technically, you're selling a physical PlayStation. It just happens to have PT on it. Anyway, yes, I've played it. The very first time I played it, I was home by myself in the dark. Wasn't scared, but you definitely got the atmosphere, which the game...
It's fantastic.
The game that was going to follow it, if it had that atmosphere, would have been absolutely spectacular.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this... I remember sitting there for ages after actually finishing it, trying to get that secret ending, and every time...
That was incredibly hard. I can't imagine, because Hideo Kojima was saying that it should take people about a week to find that ending, and it actually was a Silent Hills teaser, but it took them like 3 hours to do it.
It was very finicky to do, but as I showed Gareth, I did it once, and then I replicated that the next time straight away. So, but yeah, like every time that witching hour would come around with all that music and the chicks...
It was spooky.
Wailing and moaning and stuff. It was...
Where's your mic?
I ate it.
Hairs.
Where is your mic?
I hate it.
Yeah, don't hide it, because people it's going to sound like...
Yeah, hairs and like chills down my spine. It was just very, very atmospheric, and I really enjoyed it.
Brett, you never actually played it, but you watched. Were you there when we did that?
I never played it. Gareth, what's your experience with PT?
Oh, well.
I've watched it, and it's terrifying. It's awesome. It's good.
Yeah, I've played it numerous times, especially since I got my PS4, just playing through it. Using the Gareth into the microphone thing. I just say my name, Gareth, because I think I don't think
it means like even when I didn't do whisper anything. I just let it sit there, and all the ambient music actually triggered it. Yeah,
it probably just needs audio. I don't know if or maybe it needs a word with syllables in it. I don't know. But anyways, what has happened? It's been pulled now from the PlayStation Store indefinitely, which I think is...
Well, at first it was pulled. You had a 5-day period to download it.
It was the 29th of April, or the end of April, it was going to be pulled down from the store.
Yeah, and now it's gone now.
So now it's...
It was going to always be pulled, do you think?
I reckon once if Silent Hills came out, they would have probably taken it down eventually.
I don't know. I think but PT is its own... Not yet. But PT is actually not supposed to be associated with the Silent Hills game. It's supposed to stand on its own type thing. So I reckon it would have stayed up there, But now, like people, even if you've downloaded it to your PS4, and deleted it, you can't re-download it again.
No,
They've just completely removed it from the servers, and it's gone.
There was a period.
Doesn't make sense, does it?
No.
You can't even download it from your history. Like I don't know if it'll be in the list, but you can't even download it again from your history.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to just erase the incomplete history, like completely erase PT and Silent Hills. And yeah, so sad day.
I did find it with that game that it was very everyone had a slightly different experience. I don't know about you, but my experience that no one else seems to have picked up in like Gareth at least, was going to the bathroom and hearing the fetus talk in the sink. I thought that was
I missed that the first time.
fucking awesome. But I also missed the light falling down and her standing above you in the
up on the balcony.
on the balcony.
Yeah.
I missed that the first time, and I was like, went back and saw that, and I think it was very like for I don't know what say an hour-long game if you took your time. It was absolutely worth its, for lack of a better term, its money for. It was free, so
it was bloody robbery. So the reason that PT got pulled from the PlayStation Store is because Silent Hills is officially
dead.
Is officially cancelled. Which is out of, I mean, you guys have never been Silent Hills fans, but I reckon if it went down the route of being made by Hideo Kojima and Guillermo del Toro, I think it would have been something that might appeal more to the...
Who was the other guy?
Guillermo del Toro. What did I say?
You said Guillermo.
Guillermo. What?
Galileo.
Galileo del Toro's.
Figaro.
So, yep, Silent Hills is officially been cancelled, which is it's kind of nuts. Games do get cancelled all the time, but I think this is probably the first big time game that got cancelled. I don't even think it was even started to be made yet. No, so that's very disappointing.
Well, the collaboration is dead at least.
Yeah, because I mean,
but I've also read that
Silent Hills as
the game is. They're still saying that they're going to support the Silent Hill franchise in the future, but Silent Hills is...
Silent Hill, the game that has been advertised as Silent Hills is gone. So they have said that they will continue to want to make future Silent Hill installments, but I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen.
On the back of that, like Hideo Kojima leaving Konami and Silent Hill's being cancelled, isn't there like a bit of speculation what's happening with Konami?
Konami, I think Konami's just going under in regards to video games. Like they do like lots of
which I saw an interesting
like gambling machines. That's where they make their money. They don't actually make all their money from video games.
I saw an interesting.
They should sell the IP.
I saw an interesting.
They will. I'm sure they will.
Article saying that Konami was teasing their Metal Gear Solid clothing line. So it just seems to be a really weird thing if they're going under to be like, hey, we're Metal Gear Solid clothing line.
Yeah, I never saw anything to do. What is this clothing line?
Well, apparently, like I think just before Hideo Kojima was like, Hideo Kojima left, there was speculation and stuff about a Metal Gear Solid clothing line.
What sort of stuff do they sell?
I don't know. It's
Metal Gear.
Yeah.
Oh, did they actually sell Metal Gear Rexes?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And Metal Gear Rays.
Metal Gear Rays. Well, which one was Metal Gear Ray in?
It was Metal Gear Solid 2. It was sort of like they all got two legs because they're all bipedal.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah. So yep, Silent Hills is officially cancelled. So hopefully something new does come out of it. Whether like Brett Tholomew was saying, if they sell the franchise or sell like the IP to another company to make it or whatnot, hopefully something comes. I mean, it's PT just got such a reaction that it just seemed absolutely crazy to forget about
Hill
it.
Fans,
for the first time in a very long time.
Got Silent Hill fans super excited.
I mean, you guys have never been interested in Silent Hill, and this actually made you interested in a future Silent Hill installment,
yeah?
So, it did its job, but now it's gone. It's all Brett's fault.
Is there going to be another movie?
Hope not. Well, I was so disappointed in the second movie. It was so bad. You've both seen it. We did a podcast on it. It is so bad it's good.
I don't remember the second movie. I still remember the first movie.
No, you did a podcast on the second one. Yeah, it was absolutely terrible. Do you remember it? The Heather Mason had Pyramid Head fighting that, I don't know, Cenobite.
Red shoe in the hotel room. We teased.
You should go back and listen to our previous podcast. It's so bad it's good.
Oh, Jon Snow. He knows nothing though.
Yeah, and his mouth's open the entire time. Do you remember making that now?
I do not. I'll have to go back and listen to it.
Wow, you actually don't remember the second
I really do not know.
For Billy, that's a thing.
Yeah, no, it must have been that bad.
All right, next up on the table is Black Ops 3 trailer.
By the way, we're a man down.
Yes, Tom's not here.
Oh, yeah. Like, if you look down at the down here, the box below.
Yeah, what are you gonna do in the box?
It'll have like a no signal thing because he's not there. We try. Yeah, no, he's actually in New Zealand at the moment.
Can you just put a looping movie of a squirrel or a mouse running on a treadmill?
I can
do the running horse.
I'll put something in there. But yeah, if you see below me, wait. Who's who? Okay, so I'm down. Which way are you really then?
I'll be the one next to you.
I'm down, so you're next to me. Yep, so you're diagonally.
I'll be diagonally.
You're
diagonally.
I don't remember.
Wait, just cut this one or cut that one?
Yeah.
Fingering the camera.
Yeah, so anyways, Tom has been in New Zealand with his girlfriend.
And his sheep.
And he's shagging sheep. So he's coming back tonight, but he wasn't able to come because...
He came tonight?
He's flying in on a jet plane.
Don't know. He'll be back again.
That's a completely different song, yeah.
But
yeah, Black Ops 3 trailer. Did you guys watch it? Both of them. There's more than one.
The reveal, there is the teaser, and then there was the reveal.
Right.
Does it tantalize you?
I'm not a big...
I could not be any less interested in it.
It just looks like
Go inside.
It looks like Advanced Warfare.
Not quite as advanced.
No, it's like Advanced Warfare, but prequel. Like it's not that far. It's a different company.
Well, I've liked all the other Black Ops games. I thought they've been the best of the Call of Duty franchise to me.
Yeah, they've been fun, but like I said,
2 is insane.
It's just like it's Advanced Warfare. What came 10 years earlier.
Even the graphics don't even look that great on it. I mean, that's not the biggest thing in the world, but it just looks like another...
Yeah, but they usually push Call of Duty graphics.
Yeah.
They didn't on PS3 for like most of the iterations that were there.
But isn't Treyarch known for being the better Call of Duty developer?
No, for a while it was Infinity Ward. Treyarch was the knockoff.
Yeah, but isn't it these days like Treyarch?
I think Treyarch are trying new things. Like they did the zombie things first, and then Infinity Ward started doing it. And
yeah,
there's actually 3 Call of Duty developers now, so there's a longer turn cycle for each one.
Yeah,
I don't know who the third one is, but is it like Shadow something?
I don't know.
It's like Infinity Ward, Treyarch, and someone else. So each game has a 3D turnaround.
I don't know. But does it got you interested? Are you interested in it at all?
I'll probably buy it and play it and put it on the shelf in a week.
Yeah. Brett, you don't really play much Call of Duty, do you?
I have in the past, but no, like it really didn't do much for me.
Did it get your nipples hard?
No.
Have your nipples actually gotten hard at a Call of Duty game? Have you actually seen a trailer and be like, damn, I could tweak these to that?
Yeah.
The only Call of Duty game that I've ever played a lot of was Call of Duty 4, the first Modern Warfare. I played
a lot of that.
Yeah. I think it turned out to be like 25 days worth of playtime.
25 days? How many days have you got in
Warframe at the moment?
Warframe? It's over a month now.
I don't know. 1,300 hours.
Are you still playing Warframe?
I haven't played it for a week and a bit.
Wow.
Not because I don't want to, just because of work. I haven't played any games.
Oh.
Actually, I've played one game. Guess what it is?
It's a month and a half.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's more than a month and a half. Fuck, it's almost 2 months.
Have you guessed it
yet? What game you been playing recently? Grand Theft Auto.
No.
5.
Far Cry.
No.
Is it something that I actually should know?
No.
Okay, then what is it?
SimCity Build It.
On the iPad or something, yeah.
On iOS, yeah.
Yeah, that's why we have to wait. It's like a free-to-play model, yeah.
Yeah, so I played at work.
I can't think of anything worse than playing mobile games.
I have stopped playing mobile games almost altogether. I don't know why. I just don't.
SimCity Build It's good.
Would you count like a handheld device as a mobile game? Because you're mobile when you're playing. You can take it mobile. No. Because
it's like a mobile game is like a byproduct of the system that's on, whereas a handheld like a Game Boy or Nintendo DS or what is it's solely designed for playing games.
So anyways, coming back around, Black Ops 3 interest?
I'll buy it and I'll play it for a little while, and that's about it.
I'll probably just borrow off you, to be honest.
None of us are massive online.
I used to be. I used to be an online player, but like I stopped playing when I stopped playing with people. I lost interest. Like you play with randoms and you get on there and you play 3 or 4 games. And you're just like, I don't really want to play this anymore.
The only time I've actually really enjoyed multiplayer like Call of Duty is when I'm drinking before I go out. Before we go out to like a pub, like years ago when we used to go out and whatnot, I'd get drunk, we'd drink before we go out and we'd just play some round of Call of Duty before we went
But then we switched Call of Duty with SingStar.
Yeah, SingStar rules.
SingStar's
SingStar's good. So Black Ops 3 for myself, not too much interest. So
still pretty early though.
Yep. So a game that is coming out this year, I believe, is Batman
Arkham City.
Arkham
Knight. Sorry.
Arkham Knight has got a new trailer that came out which showed new fighting mechanics, which introduced various different characters into the storyline, which I think you'll be able to control. Or
GTA 5 style.
Or it's speculated. Yeah, that's what it's going to be like.
Yep. So who's in it? You're the kind of Batman comic dude.
Robin.
Batgirl.
Nightwing.
Catwoman.
And it's also been shown that you will also be DLC for Batgirl. Yep, who's Detective Gordon's daughter in this instance. Who?
Barbara Gordon.
Barbara Jo?
Yep.
Barbara Jo!
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks cool. I like the idea because I think they have to kind of...
I have a $250 pre-order on the big collector's edition of that.
$250?
Yes.
Have you put the money down for that yet?
No.
How do pre-orders work? I've never
pre-ordered. You put down like a percentage. So $250 has to be like... It's a certain amount. I think.
And what do you get for that? Do you get a hand
job?
So,
no, but with this edition, you get like a big transforming version of a hand job.
Cool.
Wow. Of the Batmobile.
Yeah.
Batmobile flashlight.
Yeah.
So when does it actually come out?
June, I think.
June.
June.
So these new fight mechanics, does it... Have you played many of the Batman games, Bartholomew?
Arkham City.
I saw them. So why did no one like Origins? I loved Origins.
I didn't bother with it.
You didn't play Oranges? No.
I don't play with Oranges.
You should play with the Oranges. What are you showing? What do you got there?
It's a picture of what comes in the collector's edition.
You're full on, man.
Alright, show it to the camera. Bring it closer. Yeah, that's good. Jeez, you get like a Batmobile.
Transforming Batmobile.
What does it transform into?
A Batmobile with guns.
Okay, cool. Yep, so yeah, the new fight mechanics, it looks like you'll be able to pull off combos with different characters jumping in at various points,
sort of
I guess.
Like Capcom, Marvel versus Capcom, sort of like, you can do crossover attacks with those. Yeah, that sort of shit.
It looks lovely. Absolutely.
I'm pretty confident that they'll do it well.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Like, it's probably one of my games that I'm most anticipating.
Yeah.
There's that and The Witcher at the moment.
They kind of have to do something more special for me because it does look just like Arkham City, but shinier.
But how good does it look?
Oh, it looks amazing. Yeah,
Arkham City, but shinier with a Batmobile.
Yeah, that'll get old
that
for me.
trailer, that's what I agree with you with the graphic quality of it.
It does not look good to me.
It doesn't look like something else. It looks like a reskin version of something they've already put out.
Yeah, it looks like a PlayStation 3 game to me, but...
And it's the first one that's not going to be released on old gen. Only current gen.
How do you feel about that? Do you prefer... When a new game's starting to come out and you're actually interested in it, do you prefer to hear that it's actually just for current gen? And not past gen, because that means they put all of their time and effort into making it.
I was disappointed and annoyed, like things like Destiny. I mean, Destiny I played for a bit. I was a bit disappointed that they were like, it's old gen and new gen, and like Battlefield, old gen and new gen, and Assassin's Creed, old gen and new gen. Like, it was meant to be like, these are our new consoles, but we're still making. I mean, I know they still have to support
for the first year.
They have to support the install base of the older consoles, but like, what's the point of us rushing out and buying $500, $600 machines that don't have anything that's, special about it?
Well, I think this year is going to bring along some...
Oh, that's
definitely some good current gen things with like The Witcher.
That's true, but at this point, the PlayStation and the Xbox are almost a year old.
They are. Aren't they over a year old now?
Yeah.
Didn't they come out like November
2013?
13?
Wow.
Jeez, I only got mine a few months ago. And one of the reasons was for Silent Hills. But that's gone. So yeah. Let's just have a moment's silence for Silent Hills. Alright, I want to just give a quick shout out to my homie, Final Fantasy 15. You haven't played it at all?
I haven't, no.
No. Is it something, it looks like something you'd be interested in? Cause,
I'll definitely get it. I've played every other one.
Yeah, I got the...
Except for
I got
13-2.
I got the demo for it off of eBay for like $20, which is pretty awesome. And it's got some great content. It seems like something I would really enjoy. I mean, Final Fantasy games I've played 7, and 8, and it took me a really long time to play them. I don't know if I've got time for massive open world games, but this one I get the impression Final Fantasy 15 is going to be sort of...
just quickly, you borrowed Dragon Age Inquisition off me a couple of weeks ago. How
yeah, I did. I played the first mission of it, as in I made my character.
So you made that's not the mission. That's not a mission. That's
I was getting to the point. I played the first thingy where you blow up a green thingy, and then you
a rift.
And yeah.
You close it.
I closed it, yeah. But it was the main rift there.
Oh, so you're like a fair chunk in.
It was like maybe like 40 minutes.
No, then it's not.
No, I haven't like done like a massive main rift thing. But it seems pretty cool. But I keep going back to Grand Theft.
That's a good game. When's that coming out?
Grand Theft Auto 5.
No, Grand Theft.
I keep going back to that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back to that.
Yeah, it's so good. What were we talking about again? Oh yeah, Final Fantasy 15. So I've got the demo for that, and it is absolutely fantastic. Apart from the technical issues, and
I'm just looking forward to there was a video with the summon.
Yeah, it's cool.
Absolutely insane, and I love the fact that after it came in, it's the battle damage on the field was still there, which I thought was awesome.
Was that video that I put up on Facebook?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a level-looking game, but there was times in it where the technical issues did bog it down. I reckon at one point it got to like 2 frames per second.
I'd imagine
terrible.
There'd be a lot going on that screen.
There is, and there's like screen tearing and things like that.
Like one of those.
No, it's PlayStation 4.
One of those things that I enjoyed about Final Fantasy was going around and collecting those summons that weren't like part of the story, and I did a lot of that in Final Fantasy 12, bit in 13, a lot in Final Fantasy 10 when it was remastered and brought out on the PSP and the PS3.
Yep.
So if the summons are like that on that, I'm sold.
Should I buy 13.2 or 14 or something like that?
Have you
like $20 on Steam?
Have you got 13? Actual 13?
Yeah. You need to play 13.
See, it's 13. I mean, those. I actually really enjoyed 13. I never finished it.
I enjoyed 13.
Admittedly,
I finished it.
But I really liked it.
I can't remember it.
But I bought it on PC. The 13. I bought it off Steam, and it ran like shit. And it wasn't just like my system or anything like that. It was, it was known for and it was actually locked at 720p as well.
Shit from a diarrhea.
Yeah,
really?
Shit from a bum. But I don't know if they've fixed that for the Final Fantasy 13 too. Is that out yet on PC?
Yeah.
On Steam?
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if you actually want to try those out, go to 13.
You just told me how terrible it is.
Well, I don't know if they've updated. I haven't went back to it.
Final Fantasy 10.
Really?
I love Final Fantasy 10.
Won't it look terrible though?
No.
See, and the only reason I can get through 7 and 8 now, like playing them, is for the nostalgia reason.
Unpopular opinion alert, I haven't actually ever played Final Fantasy 7.
Ever?
Ever.
So which one did you start off with?
10.
You started off with 10, so you haven't played 8 either?
I've played 8.
Yeah?
I played a bit of 9, and 10 was the first one I started with.
Yeah.
That was probably my first 100+ hour game.
Gee.
In my... I can't say definitively it was my first 100 hour plus game, but I know I've done over 100 hours in that game. That was the first game that I remembered that I did that many hours in.
Did you play 10 too?
I tried to.
You tried to play 10 too?
Mm-hmm.
What's your Final Fantasy experience, Brett?
I've enjoyed looking at reviews and screenshots of all of them.
Yep.
Because they look amazing.
Yep.
But I've never touched one.
Are you going to get a PS4?
No.
You think? No?
I have the Sky in my office.
You are?
The Sky. It's a 3-book part.
You've got the Sky in your office?
Yep, it's a Sky.
You mean Cloud?
No, it's the Sky. It's a 3-part art book of all the art of Final Fantasy up till Final Fantasy.
Sounds beautiful.
It is lovely.
Sounds sexual. So anyways, yeah, Final Fantasy 15, the reason to bring it up is because it's getting an update, which is supposed to fix some different things as well as... This is for the demo. Yep.
When are they releasing 15?
There's no release date for it yet.
That's the one where they got the trailer... Have they done a trailer for it?
Yeah, there's been
in the car.
Yeah. It's supposed to be like a kind of cross-country boys trip type of experience now and then.
Vanille for life, yo.
What's that? Sid. Sid's the girl in the game.
Sid's the girl, that's right.
But they did say that there would be times in the game where you could have female party members, but they were saying that kind of changes the dynamics of like the relationships between the guys and stuff like that. So
Sort
that
of
could be
like
very
Persona.
interesting. Persona, yeah. Yep. So, yeah. So, well, Final Fantasy 15, the demo's fantastic. If you can find it on eBay or something like that, I'd really recommend getting it.
I'll wait till it's free.
Why on eBay?
Because it only came with a game called Final Fantasy Typo HD, and I wasn't interested in buying the game just for the demo.
Yeah.
But people were buying the game and then selling the demo on eBay for like 20 and 30 bucks. Sometimes they're like 50 bucks, but I got mine for 20. So I didn't want to pay like 70 bucks for a game I didn't really want, and then just for the demo. So I played smart. Yeah, smart.
Cool.
Yeah. So yep, can't wait for Final Fantasy 15. It's gonna be awesome. Death Note. Brett, have you ever seen those movies or the anime?
No.
Yeah, they have or you haven't.
The anime or the movies?
Both.
Either. Both.
Have I?
I don't think so.
Yes.
You recommended one movie to me.
I don't know which one it
Was
was.
it the one with the orb?
What orb? Are you talking about the Avengers or something?
No, the big black.
Don't be racist.
Oh, Gantz.
That's Gans.
Yeah.
So no,
Gans.
I have meant to start Death Note, but no, I didn't. I'm not watching it.
Yeah.
I think my first exposure to Death Note was
Was it you that told me about it? Because someone told me in the dairy aisle at Coles when I used to work there about Death Note, and it had like CG. No, it wasn't you.
It wasn't me, because Death Note, my first exposure
Death
to
Note.
Death Note was probably the movies. I'd heard of it, but I'd never watched it. And then the live action movies I watched.
Yep.
Are they good?
They're very good.
Yeah.
And then I got the season 1 and 2, which is a big lump of 36 or 38 episodes.
It's all on the Netflix US.
Yeah,
as
so I
well.
watched all that, and I enjoyed that up until about halfway through, and then the last half of that season really dropped.
Mhm.
But the movies were great.
Yep. Yeah. So the reason I bring it up is because it's getting a US remake, and I've got written down here Death Note US gets its Helmer, but I didn't actually write down who it was.
What do they need a helmet for?
Helmer.
Ah.
So what do you think about? How do you think that's going to translate to
Nah, I don't think it will.
the US?
No. It's a very interesting concept, but I don't think, 1, 2, 3 Joe Blow idiot person will be interested.
It's a very slow moving. Even the movies were pretty kind of slow moving things to get, to the actual action. Even there is no big action scenes in those movies. It's just a cat and mouse.
It's cat and mouse thriller.
Yeah, and I just don't know if American audiences are going to be kind of too interested in that. I reckon the US one will probably just fixate more on like the gods.
Yeah.
Have them more in
Monsters and stuff and explosions and stuff.
Name a movie that's been transitioned that's good.
The Ring, the first Ring. That's a good. The Grudge as well. They were rated pretty highly, and I think they're very effective, good remakes.
Anything else?
I know there is, but I'm trying to think of it.
And they're remaking or making a US version of The Raid, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are they making a US version of The Host as well?
Yeah. Yeah, so they're making a...
Did you guys ever see Troll Hunter remake?
No.
It hasn't been remade.
Hasn't been done?
No, not yet.
About it?
They've been talking about it, like, it's just...
It shouldn't. It's not.
But I think there is a lot of people out there that just don't like
Subtitles.
subtitled movies. As we know one or two.
Yep.
That they're missing out on a lot of things.
They're
missing
definitely.
out. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
Tom.
Troll Hunter. Does he not like subtitled movies?
I don't know. Let's just say that.
Yeah, we'll just assume that he doesn't. So yeah, because you're missing out on
A lot.
good movies like Pan's Labyrinth, Troll Hunter, the
Raid
Wreck,
1 and 2.
Raid 1 and 2.
Yeah, Wreck, Gans.
Rec 1
Yeah,
and 2.
Gans, yeah.
I don't know about the rest of them though.
Yeah, Wreck 3's alright.
Wreck 3 that's the one where at the wedding, isn't it? But it actually becomes a movie. And then there's a Wreck 4, you know that, right? Apocalypse,
I
which
do
is
know.
which is just a movie now.
But I didn't.
I haven't watched it either. I've got access to it, but I haven't
Which
watched
one's
it.
the right one?
Wait
Let the
until
Right
you
One
tell
In.
us.
That was a good movie.
Will let me in.
Let the Right One In.
Oh, let the right. Yeah. Didn't we go?
That
to
was
the,
actually a good remake.
Didn't we go to the movies to see that?
We did. We
yeah.
did.
Did we kiss in the back?
We
See?
fingered each other.
Oh yeah. Oh, good.
That's
Yeah.
the right one in. I haven't heard of that.
It's a remake. It's a Spanish? No.
Might be.
It's a vampire movie. I've got both of them on.
Is that Let It?
It's Let Me In.
Yeah.
It's a remake of Let the Right One In.
Let Me In was good as well.
Yeah, with the little girl vampire.
So pretty much Let the Right One In / boy.
I don't get it.
She was like a castrated boy.
Oh, that's right. She was a boy, wasn't she? Spoilers, by the way.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a remake of Let the Right One In, which was I can't remember what country it was from, but it's almost shot for shot the same movie.
Which one were you saying was a castrated boy?
The main vampire girl was actually a boy.
But not in the remake.
It's implied in the remake, but it's fleshed out much more in the original.
Much like you, yeah. So Death Note US will be coming out sometime. We don't know. I forget who the helmet is.
What about Attack on Titan?
The
trailer.
All I've seen is when you posted.
Oh, it's the trailer.
Holy shit.
Anyways, the Attack on Titan trailer. It has been actually not related to the trailer. It's been announced that it is going to come out in Australia, probably with a limited cinema release, and that makes my underwear very happy.
It makes my underwear happy too.
Yeah,
I'm happy. My underwear has feelings, but.
Yeah, so what do you reckon of the trailer? I mean, it has been very secretive and not really showing much of the Titans.
The normal Titans.
Yeah. It showed a little bit of them.
Yeah.
And it hasn't shown any of like the gear, like the flying around type thing yet.
The verticality of the gear.
Yeah. So I'll be very interested to see what that looks like.
It looks good.
So what's it based from? Because you guys sound like you know.
Attack on Titan anime.
Okay. Which is based on the
Attack on Titan manga, which is a comic book for Japanese people.
So you've all seen all of that?
I've seen half of it.
I've seen the anime. I've seen the full anime, yeah.
How many episodes?
30-something?
No, it was like 22 or 23 episodes. Something like that. So, yeah, fantastic. It's good. It's got a lot of action in it, but there's a lot of...
Quickly,
do
you know what the premise of the movie's about? Or the show?
Titans?
Give us a quick recap of what it's about, Brett.
Wow.
Attack on Titan, what's it about? Go.
Go, Brett.
There's this
Stop slowing down.
family of people in Indonesia.
Yeah, close enough.
And
are their names Titan?
No, they're not.
And he attacks on them.
Attacks all over them.
Yeah, keep going.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah,
go see it now.
Yeah, in cinemas now. Yeah, yeah. No, it looks cool. Like the colossal Titan looks really cool.
It looks much more
wrinkly,
believable. It's meant to be like muscle, like
face muscle,
flayed muscle. Yeah,
flayed muscle.
Muscle.
Yeah, but I reckon that'd be really cool. So yeah, I'm pretty excited that it's getting an Australian release. So
yes,
we'll definitely go and
make it a trip of it, an evening,
morning. Check that shit out.
Check it out.
Bang in Dandenong and get a couple of billies. It is. So coming out in the past 2 weeks has been some various Batman related stuff and Suicide Squad stuff. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is the actual official Batman poster that shows Batman's full suit. What do you guys reckon of it? Billy being like the comic book guy, How does it compare to the comic book incarnations?
I think it actually looks really good.
Incantations.
I think Ben Affleck's chin looks amazing.
Oh, he's got the chin for it.
He does. He definitely has the chops for it.
Chiseled chin.
The chops.
Yeah.
I think it looks really good. It's not fake at all.
Yeah.
Tom.
They're showing it really well lit, which they normally hide all of this stuff at this point.
Well, as Gareth said, it came from another poster where they've scratched out the eyes and had like an S on there or something for like a Superman.
And it looks rough. It looks worn. It still looks.
Well, isn't it meant to be like Batman's been around for a long time? This is
older
Batman.
It also looks less armored, but still practical.
Yeah, that's always a big thing.
So I think it looks really good, and I really dig the cowl, how it's the short ears and like the sort of bull like nose and stuff like that.
So where in the Batman mythos is this supposed to happen? Is this older Batman?
I don't.
It's kind of grey Batman,
Gentleman Batman.
Gentleman Batman.
That hasn't been discussed in for that, but I mean, it's definitely takes the leaf out of the Dark Knight Returns sort of book by the trailer. Cause it looks like he has some sort of mech suit that he fights Superman with, which
how else would you fight Superman really?
Kryptonite. Well,
if I go, go.
Do you think he's going to be do you think they're still going to portray him as
gay?
A man on the town.
That's Bruce
chasing
Wayne.
women. Yeah, but if this is an older version, do you think they're still going to have a lot? Because there's been less of that throughout the movies. There wasn't an awful lot of that.
No.
I think this is meant to be Batman in his twilight years.
It's meant to be Batman a bit older, yeah. It's a bit like he's been around the block a few times, but it's more like, as I said, I haven't fully read it yet, but like the Dark Knight Returns is pretty much towards the end of it is Batman versus Superman.
Yep.
And Batman wins. Spoilers.
Does he? Yeah. Okay. But the biggest news in this past week has been the shot of the Suicide Squad, like the full cast,
cast
minus the Joker, for some strange reason. They're trying to keep the mystery there, I guess. Billy, what do you guys think of the actual outfits that they've got on there?
I was quite optimistic with Harley Quinn until I realised she was a bit more tattooed than I thought she.
What's with you and tattoos?
It's not about me. It's not about me being against tattoos. It's just against stupid tattoos which they seem to have put on them.
Yeah.
What do you think about all the stuff where I've seen on IGN a lot? They're talking about, they reckon the costumes look very 90s. That era of clothing and a lot more punk, a lot more, like gang style rather than actual costumes. Well, because 3 of them aren't even really in costumes.
No, well, I'd imagine, to me, like, I don't think they'd be, like, only a few of them would be actually, like I don't know the full stories about behind
a few of them just look like they're in military. Armored uniform.
A few of them would be ex-military sort of things. So I'd imagine they'd be all armored up. But the people who are just like psychopathic, crazy people will be like, "Yep, I'm going to go out in a pair of sparkly hot pants and a jacket that says."
So that's the main person to discuss. I guess, is Harley Quinn.
No, but how cool is it? There's two out of the 7 are Aussies.
Actors wise, yeah. Aussies are coming up. So, what do you reckon of the Harley Quinn uniform, Billy? Because you're like the big Harley Quinn fan. You beat off constantly to pictures of Harley Quinn.
As I said, I like the look of her, minus the stupid leg tattoos.
Yep.
And chin, face, and.
So what?
Are the photos going to go in your bank?
They can't get me money.
I
don't think so. No.
I wonder what her contribution is going to be to the Suicide Squad. Because she just kind of walks around and goes, "Hey, Mr. J."
There's no Mr. J there to say that to. He won't be part of the Suicide Squad.
Who? The Joker?
No.
What do you mean? Why not?
He won't.
Well, what's he gonna be?
He'll be, if anything, he'll be the bad guy.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You reckon?
Yep.
What makes you say that? Isn't he actually in the Suicide Squad?
Nope.
What, in the comic books, he's not in the Suicide Squad?
But can you imagine
I didn't know that.
Part of that?
What?
Can you imagine him being a part of that?
I thought he was I know he's not.
Like realistically, he's not even. He doesn't even really like Harley, as far as I can get.
Why not? I would. Jeez.
Well, yeah. Well, he's not about that. He's more about Batman than he is Harley.
So he's gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Nothing wrong with that. What's?
No.
Brett, is there something wrong with being gay?
There's nothing wrong with being gay.
All right, cool. Where you going, Billy?
Get a beer.
So, I had no idea. I thought the Joker was part of the Suicide Squad this whole time.
Nope.
I thought he was like the kind of unofficial leader because I know like the
Suicide Squad it's good, isn't it? Not like they're bad.
Well, they're
bad guys being good.
They've been in jail. They've been in Arkham, haven't they? And they get kind of released
Not
on
so
terms
much
that
Arkham, just in jail.
They'll get released in regards if they do help the government out with things. I mean,
I'm not the world's most for. I don't know what the deal with the full deal with Suicide Squad is.
All right.
Well, I know the basic premise is they're bad guys and they're not forced, but they're sort of being given no choice to be going on the missions that would no normal soldiers they would
Who
go
brings
on.
them together?
Amanda Waller.
Isn't she the black woman?
In Arrow, she is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I okay.
So does it join us together with the same one from Arrow? Yeah.
No, because in Arrow,
I know they're different.
Arrow Deadshot's a white guy. In Deadshot's Will Smith.
How do you feel about Will Smith being in the movie? Right.
I love Will Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sure?
Back in Fresh Prince.
I'm just really annoyed at the moment with the fact that there's all these like, there's a lot of sense.
I don't know much about it. I don't think much of his mask or his eye.
as I said,
that's actually not his real eye.
You racist
I've heard
prick.
people say that they reckon it's not actually going to be a bionic eye. It's going to be attachment.
Well, that's the thing.
Just
Like
on the mask.
in
I
Arrow,
thought that
like,
was the
you know,
case. I thought-
in Arrow, he lost his eye and then he got a
He lost his
bionic eye.
eye.
Is he okay?
Well, now he's got bionic eye, but apparently in this,
It's just
not that I've actually said, but apparently it's just part of the mask.
well, who knows? He might lose his eye. He might find it at the end of the movie. I don't know. I'm a bit annoyed with the whole like. There's a lot of
Can't even see this.
stupid.
Brett's
little,
holding my hand right now.
There's a lot of stupid little.
Get off.
A lot of stupid little things like on like especially when you go through your Facebook feed or IGN. There's like one of the ones that I saw was like, this is what Harley Quinn will sound like, and there's like a set video of someone off on the corner, and you hear like muffled under all this like sound. Just you see,
What is that?
and then you read the article. It's like, if you listen at this point, you hear blah 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 say hear Harley Quinn say "keep up" in a high pitched voice. And I'm like, it doesn't sound anything. It doesn't sound like "keep up," and it doesn't sound like it just sounds like a girl's voice
This
speaking
is
high.
someone stood in a cat or something.
Yeah, but it's like really, this is what you're putting on as news and saying this is her first official sound like of her voice.
It hasn't been processed. It's been recorded with an iPhone camera.
Yeah. So I'm just like, really, this is what you want to like?
There's a lot of hype about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I'm gonna be interested. I'm very interested. I'm interested in the idea of the bad guys being the good guys. You know, that doesn't really happen that much.
Because you get those shades of grey where bad guys do bad guy things.
Well, have you kept up with Arrow?
Yes.
Have you seen 50 Shades of Grey?
No.
Brett?
No.
Haven't you watched it? I thought it would be something that you and your wife would watch together. Your wife was into those books.
Anyway,
Yeah, definitely.
speaking of Arrow, what's the next topic?
Penis. So the first image of Casey Jones in a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie sequel has been released.
What did you think of the mask?
I think it looks pretty cool.
I think it looks cool.
Very
I
pointy.
actually know I don't remember what it looks like.
It's not actually.
I have seen it, but I don't.
It's not actually a
It's not a
hockey.
hockey mask.
It's not a real hockey mask, but that would put it on the lines of a Jason Voorhees.
It's been added to. There's a lot more contours to it around the eyes, and
Ah, there you go.
it actually looks a bit like the thing from Saw.
Yeah.
By the puppet.
Yeah. And the Arrow segue is the guy who plays Arrow is also Casey Jones in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Which I'm happy with that.
Yeah, me too.
You guys have got a crush on that dude, don't you?
You can do fucking salmon thingies. What are they called?
Salmons.
You can eat salmons.
Wow. They can't see that. Can they?
Oh, they can see him like putting his hands.
What's
in
that
the
thing?
air,
Where, what's that?
raising the
What's
roof.
that thing where he has the bar and he goes? Whoosh?
Well, chin-up jumps or something.
They're called salmon something.
Okay, you tell us.
That's what the American Ninja Warrior TV show tells me.
I don't know.
The salmon lift. Or
I know what
something.
you're talking about. I just don't know what you call it. I mean, I do them every morning before I go to work, but I don't know what they actually are.
Yeah, and I don't know what they have to do with salmon.
Don't know either. Fish.
Yeah.
Apart from your top, it's kind of salmon colour.
Yeah. You do wear salmon
Salmon
color a
leather,
lot. Like
that's
it's
what it's
almost sort of pink.
Ninja Warrior training. Salmon leather.
Salmon leather.
Salmon leather.
Salmon leather. All right, so I'm gonna jump ahead up to. Have you guys seen the Stephen King's It miniseries when it first came out?
Miniseries? No.
The movie.
It's in the movie.
It was actually a miniseries.
I never actually when I was younger, I never actually sat through the whole thing, but I did see a lot of it.
Was you so scaled?
I was so scared.
Was so scaled?
I didn't want to thrill.
Brett, have you seen it? Oh, you're so scaled. What did you think of it?
The movie?
No, the TV miniseries.
I haven't seen the TV series.
Yeah. The movie is the miniseries in 2 parts. So you've seen it?
Okay.
Yeah,
It's a 3-hour long movie.
miniseries.
I was like, I don't know.
It's 1.5 hours.
You were like, I don't know. As soon as you watched that, you're like, I don't
I
know.
was like 14 years old. It's scary.
Yeah, no, it's so good. It's so good. And the reason I bring it up is because they have got.
An Aussie kid.
Is he Aussie?
Yes.
Yeah,
He's from We Are the Millers, Maze Hunter,
Maze
Runner,
Runner.
something like
He's
that.
an Aussie kid.
I did not know that.
Did you not know that?
That is
I saw
interesting.
Maze Runner.
Yeah.
What the hell was he in Maze Runner?
No, I didn't see it.
The black kid.
I just agreed. Wasn't he like from the trailers? It looked like he was the bully kid or something.
Nah,
wasn't he?
he's one of the main. I've seen the movie's actually pretty damn good.
It's Maze Runner.
Yeah.
Recommend it.
But so he has been. I don't know if it's an official thing, but it's been reported to be like
Did you see?
unofficial.
There's a photo that I don't know if it's photoshopped with sort of him in the makeup.
It would be Photoshop.
Yeah,
I reckon.
I know. But
Did it look good? Did it look scary?
He looks like he had a big forehead, that's for sure.
Oh, well.
He had a big forehead.
Big foreheads are the good
in at the moment.
are in. Yeah, they're in vogue. So.
Are you glad about them remaking it?
I think so. Like, I got no problem with that as long as it doesn't turn it. Like the first one.
They're not gory movies. They're
My boat. No. Yeah. My boat. Oh, what else was he saying?
It's got to be atmosphere.
We all float down here.
What? I didn't know.
It's got to be scary without being specific or particularly gory.
I think it's got to be scary without it being like.
They're making the movie in 2 parts as well.
Paranormal activity scary. Like,
Jeez, you scared me.
Terrifying.
yeah.
You reckon they should do it that way?
No, I don't think they should.
No.
I think they need to be like build suspense.
Yeah.
I reckon it'll be cool.
Malice. They need to have the
So they released
Alice.
the 2 movies separately?
yes,
Yeah.
they have to have the feeling of Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be in 2 parts, released at different times. I don't know if they're going to film all at once and then release it once, like a year, probably be like a year apart. They tend to do that with movies.
Mm-hmm.
So the last topic I wanted to bring up, because we're almost up to wrapping up time, was the
Christmas.
yeah. Oh, jeez. What's your thoughts on like the kind of all-female Ghostbusters movie? Seems like a stupid idea to me. I'm not sexist whatsoever.
It's the idea in general, isn't it? Like Tina Fey and stuff like that.
It's like the people. It's like the same people in the Bridesmaids, which is actually a good movie.
I've seen the porn parody with Gianna Michaels.
Is there a porn parody? What's it called?
Ghostbusters porn parody.
Is it like Bustin' Makes Me Feel Good? Like Bustin' a Nut?
I don't know, but Gianna Michaels is in it.
Who's Gianna Michaels? Never seen
Gianna Michaels.
Yeah. Nah, I know who that is. Yeah. So.
Bustin' a Nut makes me feel good.
So it doesn't actually go into any specifics of what the plot is or anything
blowjob.
like that, but it should be. But yeah, it's an all-female Ghostbusters, and it's got that. What's that larger lady?
Fat lady.
Okay, yeah, the fat chick. The one that's really unfunny.
The Aussie one?
No, she's actually really unfunny as well.
Rebel Wilson.
Yeah, she's really unfunny.
It's called the Nutbusters.
The Nutbusters. Has you got a cover for it there? Is it something that's appropriate? You can show to the cameras. Oh wow! I gotta check that one out. All right, cool. So it's got that. Oh, what's that? She's in Bridesmaids.
Yeah, someone McCarthy or something.
Jenny something.
Tammy.
Is she in the new movie where she's a cop or FBI agent?
Yeah. She's so Did you say something?
You moved the chair.
Okay, good. No, incredibly unfunny.
Yeah.
So I don't have too much hope for it. It's just Ghostbusters. It's such a male.
Specifically go all.
I don't know.
They never made it to say
Melissa
it's
McCarthy.
all male. The male part was never
the main focus of it.
It wasn't about being men. It was just about
busting ghosts and feeling good.
busting them.
Yeah. You're going to have an all-female Slimer?
Because Bustin made them.
No, all female Slimer or just female Slimer?
Is that squirty?
What?
What? Because busting makes them feel good. Busting makes me feel good.
Boston?
Yep, Boston.
Boston makes you feel good.
Boston buns do because they're all sticky.
Boston buns. So, yeah, so a Ghostbusters all-female movie is going to be coming out, and it holds no interest for me. I'd have to see a trailer, and it'd have to be super awesome.
Weaver in it?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
She was awesome.
Speaking of Sigourney Weaver, on the PlayStation Store, I bought a few games. Like for $50, I got Metro Last Light.
How many lights is it? One?
I don't know because it's the last one that's gone out.
You
So
played it on PC?
Yeah, but I wanted it in my living room.
Did you like it that much?
Yeah, liked it a lot. So Metro Last Light,
Metro.
Alien Isolation, and Slender the Arrival. Yeah, I bought that and I played Slender the Arrival. It's pretty good.
Was it the first time you played it?
No, I've played it on PC before when it first came out, but
Did you play much of it?
I finished it on PC, but the PlayStation 4 version has got like extra levels and stuff like that in it. So
Is it good?
I enjoy it.
Do they capture the original Slender Man feel?
Well, I played it during the day, so But if I played it at night with headphones on, I can imagine it'd be pretty creepy. So yeah, but anyways, so I got that for $50. I thought that was pretty good.
See, Activision is selling the entire on Steam the entire Call of Duty for like every Call of Duty it's up to the current one for like $220.
Really? Ah.
Pretty cheap.
I've been like last week. I've still been playing Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter.
They've recently released a new DLC for that, which gave me Metroid armor and Mega Man armor for my little cat buddy.
Warframe 16.5. They've just dropped the release trailer or the teasers for it, so that'll be in 5 days.
What will be the teaser or the drop for the teasers?
16.5 will come out.
So what's the teaser?
For
on
16.5.
For like 5 days, they show a different part.
Oh, it's a picture.
When that's coming out.
Yeah. I've been playing Warframe for a while.
Yeah, nobody plays Warframe. It sucks.
After 16.5, we're going to have a segment. It's going to be Warframe. 3 minutes with Warframe.
We'll have to get Marty in on it.
Sponsored by Brett.
Presented
by Brett.
You have to, yeah, sponsored by. You have to
Played by Brett.
You have to put $50.
Made by Brett.
Yeah. No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Well, I'll give it to me because I'm sponsoring it for me.
They have to give it to us to listen to your drivel.
What are you doing?
Sponsoring it, so he's giving us $50 to put in a Warframe, a tailor.
For what?
A Warframe tailor at the end of the
segment.
Yeah. Oh, what?
Every week.
Oh, this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were actually doing something like streaming you playing Warframe or something interesting once in a while. Oh, okay. Well,
15 seconds with Brett with Warframe.
Is it you playing Warframe or is it just you discussing it?
it?
All right. So every episode we'll do 15 seconds. So, all right.
For $50.
For $50.
I'm not paying.
Are you paying us? You paying us $50?
Yeah, 25 each.
Why have we pay you $50?
Yeah.
That was a question, not a statement.
All right. Well, we'll put a tab down. So, all right, give us 15 seconds starting now. Go.
Starting next week.
No, starting now. I'm watching.
Had 15 seconds.
I'm looking at the timer. Starting now.
He said Warframe like 16 times.
15 seconds. Go now.
Warframe's good. You play it. Multiple people. Hello.
Yep. Keep going.
Hates it.
Keep going.
Gareth's gay.
All right. Keep going. You got 5 more seconds.
I don't know.
Best $50 I've ever spent.
All right. And on that note, I'm gonna bring this show to a close. So you can.
Clothes.
You're gonna put on some clothes.
So 8-Bit Boys Podcast. What is the actual page for that? Anyways, just look for 8-Bit Boys Podcast on Facebook, and you should find us.
Just Google 8-Bit Boys.
No, not. You probably won't find anything that.
Just Bing search 8-Bit Boys.
Censored porn.
Do you?
I don't know.
Does it bring up porn?
No, I was saying that's what you'll get if you search 8-Bit Boys.
Sick.
If you type it into Facebook, 8-Bit Boys. In the Facebook
Podcast.
Search,
Yeah.
you probably won't get us.
Nah, probably not. But you will though. Hey Bridget. All right, we're done. All right, I'm done anyways. I'm Gareth. Brett, what's your name?
you just said Brett. What's your name?
Billy? What's your face?
Cool. Bye.
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 Fuck you. It just